Gemini, hey, Gemini, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal. This is In My Own World Tarot, and this reading is for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or excuse me, wherever you have a heavy Gemini placement. Gemini, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with every single Gemini out there. Gemini, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Now, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. All right. Now, Gemini, I decided to do a pre-shuffle with the Crystal Healing Oracle deck for you before I got into your reading. And so let's go ahead and take another prayer, even though I prayed before the reading, just in case. So that way you know your energy is protected, my energy is protected, and we're going to get deeper into your reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're just tuning in. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap into the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy Gemini placement. Please allow me to relay these messages to the Gemini as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading and protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. So, Gemini, getting into your reading, 7-7 or 777 is going to be very significant to you. And the crystals that you got, the healing crystals that you got were red jasper and hematite. I'm not sure if you can see them on the card. I'll move them closer to the camera. We got red jasper, which is the number 25 that breaks down to a number 7. And then we also have culmination, which is the number 7, which is hematite, which is the root chakra as well. And as you know, we're in the year of a 7. We're in the 7 year. And a lot of times, the number 7 represents divinity, represents cycles ending in some circles. Numerology-wise, the number 9 represents completion, and the number 7 represents being divinely guided or trusting the divine in your movements at this time is what the number 7 represents for some, in some circles, okay? So with this number 7 here, with hematite, it says, I'm planted firmly in my root chakra, and I trust that the universe recognizes the culmination of my efforts. So that's trusting in the divine. And a lot of you are hoping. There's a big energy of hope here, which I love. But you're trusting in your hope. You're trusting in your prayer, and you're trusting in the actions that you're taking. And it was so funny that you guys got red jasper, because red jasper, from my knowledge, it talks about authenticity, trust, and mental clarity. So if you've been thinking about, for some of you, I don't know if you feel as though you've been moving impulsively, or it's just like you have been for sure in some instances. Keep that same energy. Keep that same faith in what you've been thinking and how you've been moving, because you're not wrong. You are being guided with this number 777 is very significant as well. You're being guided in the right ways. Because it says, I live fully aligned with my authentic self. And as you know, we are in Aquarius season right now, and we're stepping into the age of Aquarius very, very soon. By, April 23rd, I believe. And then 777 is your guardian angel's way of telling you to stay strong and continue moving forward on your journey, even through changes and obstacles. The path ahead can become challenging, but the message is to keep positive outlook in order to overcome anything, okay? So I know sometimes it might be difficult, but you're being encouraged to remain authentic and true to yourself and keep moving forward in what you think, because it's not wrong. It's not wrong, okay? But also, it's 777 is a message from your guardian angel about perfection, spirituality, and completion, okay? All right, so that's there too. So definitely look up. There's so many different meanings when you go looking up angel numbers and things of that nature. But look it up for yourself, okay? Look it up for yourself, and also pay attention to the synchronicities that you see, because not all the time is the definition of that angel number going to resonate with you at that moment. You may see the number, and you need to remember, when you see numbers like that, numerology like that, you have to stop and think, what were you thinking about at the time you saw that number? Because that what needs to be your focus on the meaning of that number. Does that make sense? So let's just say you saw 777 on your way to go talk somebody's a real estate agent, go try to like sell a house or show a house. That is letting you know to stay true to the how you're presenting this house, how you're going to deliver the numbers, how you're going to sell this house to the buyers, what possible buyers. But you have a certain way of doing it, and you haven't possibly nailed or sold a house with this certain way, but it came to you that this is how the way you need to do it. This is how you need to present yourself, and that's going to sell your house. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's go ahead and get deeper into your reading, Gemini, and see what else is going on with you for the next 48. All right. Put that right there for right now. Let's go straight into the tarot. What else is going on for Gemini for the next 48? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What else is going on for Gemini for the next 48? Let's see. You got the Four of Pentacles. Something that you need to be very attached to. The Strength card. Self-discipline. Okay. Very attached to a certain way of doing things. Two of Wands moving forward. Let's see, is this going to keep you stuck or is it going to Ace of Cups? Actually, no. Okay. Five of Swords. Oh. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody's like, you're fighting. This ain't no fight with nobody else. It's like you want to stay gun-ho on your conviction. This is like the same message that we just got in the crystal. You want to stay gun-ho on your conviction and on your self-discipline, and you want to move forward with something new. But it's like you possibly want to, if this is a love situation, you may want to start something new. You might be celibate. And it's like you want to take it slow, but you getting a little that urge in your pants. I got squirrels in my pants. That something is telling you that this could possibly be the one, or the Ace of Cups, or to give it a try. But just like, should I still take it slow? The Chariot, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Somebody bake your potato. Okay, there's something that bakes your potato. If this is a love situation, this person is handsome or like established. King of Wands is right there. It goes. Yeah. Y'all got this something similar like this. The Empress. You need to stay on your throne. The Lover. Look at you. Look. First of all, you got the Empress. Look at you, Gemini. The Star, the Lovers, and the Empress. You're still healing and becoming and learning how to love yourself. So yes, this person, place, or thing is baking your potato. But you still, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, they still want you to move slow to build a foundation. Because you got the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, King of Cups. King of Wands here. And you still need to weigh your options as well. But if you move too fast on something, it is going to turn into something ego-based, something lustful, real quick. And this person's going to be in and out. Or a situation's going to be in and out. I'm not sure what this is. Could put this in love or business. It's really picking up on a love situation. We got Pentacles here, but the only Pentacles we have is the Four of Pentacles, which talks about attachment. Knight of Pentacles, which talks about moving slow, but Knight of Pentacles does go to the King of Pentacles, which builds foundations, and then you have the King of Pentacles as a foundation. The thing that worries me about this spread is this Two of Pentacles in between the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, because which side are you going to choose? It's going to be your choice, Gemini. So I'm going to give you the option, because we got both Knights here that cause a little ruckus. The Knight of Pentacles, because he's slow as all get out. And then you got the Knight of Wands, because he moved too fast. He go in and out. He don't know his left from right. And he just like to swing and dang his ding-a-ling everywhere. Okay? So some of you could actually hold this energy. And it could be in different aspects of your life. Like some things you take slow. You take your time. You're very detailed. You pay attention to. But in your love life, you move too quick. Y'all got to something similar like this yesterday, so y'all still going through this. You talking to somebody new? Who you talking to? Tell me in the comments, Gemini. You just met somebody? What's happening? Huh? Are you online dating or one? Put your business in the street. I want to know. So anyways, Gemini. It's like, and I keep getting this message for you guys. And a lot of you really could be celibate, or you could just, you didn't say I took a vow of celibacy. I'm getting my second virginity. I didn't say that. It just so happened that you are. Like, this is not, I feel like this is not someone who went out and said, "Oh, I'm not going to do the nasty for a year." I just feel like it's just so happened that it's been time. Like, it's just so happened that you've been celibate, and it's like you've seen the strength that you got and the self control that you have from doing so, but it was nothing that you set forth to do. You see what I'm saying? And and then also, but I do see here with the star, that Lovers and the Empress, you're healing yourself in some type of way. You're healing the self-love. You're learning how to preserve yourself. You're taking your time with everything. Except for, and I want to know, I kind of want to know, and I'm about to pull something here. What triggers this in you, the Gemini that I'm picking up on? Because everywhere else in your life, you take your time, you're very detailed. But when it comes to love, you act a plumb fool. It's like soon as you see somebody who bake you a potato to make you hot in your pants, you act like you don't have no sense. And you come up off your throne. What is this about, Gemini? Like, why are you like this? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm like, what is it? What is it about Gemini that makes them like this? Past life message. I want to see if it's something from the past life that makes Gemini. It's like you get googly, and when you get googly eyed, you get stupid. I'm not talking about you bad, Gemini. I'm just saying, why are you like this? Why is Gemini like this? It's like you can be straight, man. You could be working out, making sure you on time for work or your engagements or your entrepreneurship. But as soon as, you see somebody that's thin in the waist and cute in the face, or tall, dark, and handsome, you act like you ain't got no sense. What triggers this a Gemini? Knighthood spouse. Okay, because in the past life, it's like you could have been, when you talk about knighthood are in this card are the ones who spent time away from their family to develop training, and all they were trained to do in life was have battles. So if they did have a wife or a girlfriend, they didn't really spend much time with her. They were just there as a foundation, as to leave their legacy for that. They just had to have somebody to, throw some sperm in and have children with. That's what their family was for. But their calling was to, fight for their country, fight for whatever it is they're fighting for. Their calling was to be a part of the war. And then what's so funny, I said, what triggers Gemini's spouse? So in the past lifetime here, you having a spouse was a part of your past life. And something could have happened to where you never did get married in the past lifetime. So when you do have, and the person that you meet, every time you meet someone in this lifetime, you're like, it's like a past life trauma. It's like, oh my God, is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one I'm supposed to marry? And also it's a reunite. And it says lovers. And it's so funny, which I looked straight down and it said lovers, which is a Gemini card. Lovers reunite across centuries and share an undying bond of true love. This is what is usually referred to as a soulmate. So you're like, this card can signify that the person you're inquiring about is in fact the individual. So here's the thing, and what this means for you. Gemini, come here. Every person you meet is a soulmate. Whether or not they're going to be your spouse is what you need to really start paying attention to. Gemini, you may have an issue with this. It's like every time you may be meeting a few new people. You got somebody who you is supposed to be a life partner, and you have somebody who might just be a soulmate with a Knight of Wands soulmate in and out, just here to teach you a lesson. Okay, everything is a soulmate. A tree is a soulmate. A chair is your soulmate. It's a part of your soul. It's a part of what when you talk about soulmates, it's like things that come into your life that are supposed to be in this lifetime. But soulmates don't have to be forever. Soulmates can be temporary. Soulmates can just teach you lessons. Then you have a life partner, which is someone you're supposed to grow your soul with. You see what I'm saying? But there's so many different definitions and people speaking about it on the internet. To each his own. Whatever you feel as a soulmate is, take it and resonate and run with it. But what I'm saying to you with this reading, with this knighthood and the spouse, is that you need to make sure that you're choosing this person that you're deciding to build a foundation with carefully. Because it's like your frontal lobe ain't fully developed yet when it comes to love. I'm going to be honest sometimes. Like, it's like soon as you fall in love, you get dumb. I don't know if it's the hanky panky. I don't know if it's just the, like, you feel good about the energy and you don't take your time to get to know someone to really build a foundation. I'm not sure what it is, Gemini, but this is something that stems from your past life. And it's like you have an attachment to disattachment. So it's like somebody needs to learn how, it's like the reason why, because the Knight of Wands, that you could possibly attract like the hoes and the in and out and all of that, is because you have some type of attachment, disattachment to life. What I mean by that is, like, you have an understanding of what it's like to be judged for being an individual. So when you go in a relationship, you might be real chill. And you might be like, yeah, do as you so please or whatever. And you let down your boundaries and you just let this person rock with your time and energy. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say this is for a Gemini. Let's say you trying to be cool. Like, you don't want to be that individual who's like, you need to call me or whatever. I want to have this, build a certain foundation. You want somebody, it's like you want them to do that naturally without you telling them. But if they don't, it's cool because you good in your own energy, which is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But it could also attract this Knight of Wands. It could attract the energy that's in and out because they feel as though, oh, Gemini, they lackadaisical with their boundary. They don't care what I do. You don't care what they do, but you ain't trying to have nobody play with you either. Because it's like you have a boundary set for your life, but it's like you don't care about what they do with their life, but you don't want them to play you. But it's like the energy coming off is like, I don't care what you do, do as you so please. But you got to be mindful because you got some people who understand your stance, that it's like you can't worry about what they got going on because you building you. But you got some idiots coming into your energy who were like, oh, well, they cool with it because, they don't question it. You're not a nag. And so you got to be mindful and you got to be discerning of these energies. Okay? Because you got some who think because you're not a nag, you're not worried about them, that they can play in your face. You got another energy who understands your stance, but it's just going to take them time to open up and to build this foundation. So you got a choice here. That's what's going on, okay, Gemini? I had to get down to it because I was like, what is going on? But that's what's going on. You're going to have to really pay attention. And synchronicities is going to play a very important role because remember, in the beginning, we got that 7777777. Something about 7. They could have that in their phone number. Like their phone number could either start with 77 or end in 77. That's how you know the person you're going to build the foundation with. The person that this Knight of Wands is their phone number is like, it's either their phone number, and I'm getting this strong, either their phone number is going to be a whole bunch of random numbers, or something about their name is like random. I don't know if it's their nickname, or I don't know if they got one of those names that their parents combine the mom's name and the dad's name. That person is a no. And I'm not trying to judge nobody who has a name like that. I'm talking about this person coming into you with this fast energy that's possibly a hoe and you don't see it. And they're fun, but they don't have no foundation. And you need to pay attention to somebody's foundation. If they don't have the same kind of foundation you got, or something going on, not saying you judging somebody's pockets, but if they still living with their mama, cousin, brother, sister, and you got your own place, no. Y'all get at me in the comments, oh, people deserve love who poor. I didn't say nothing about them being poor, because you can have your own place and everything and still be poor. But there's a thing, I was listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad. You can be poor or you can be broke. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You have a choice to be poor or broke. You ever listen to Rich Dad Poor Dad? A broke is temporary. Poor is long term. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you got your own place, you pay all your bills. You're going to be broke for a little while because you just paid all your bills. But you got the mentality to get out of that brokenness. Some people, who are poor, they choose, not everyone, because you still have people with mental illness and things like that. I'm talking about the people that choose to be poor. And I mean poor mentally. Poor thinking that there's not different ways to do things. Poor being that they have no sense of ambition. I'm talking about that. You need to pay attention to that Knight of Wands real quick, because somebody it's going to show you in their face, but you going to be so enamored with wanting to be in love and somebody showing you attention, you going to get tricked. You need to be mindful. The person that's going to take their time and they feel you out just how you feeling them out, that's the one. And I'm not going to give you the sign because we had all the signs here on the board. Okay? But you need to pay attention to characteristics of people and what they're showing you. And stop being stupid when somebody like you, Gemini. Because somebody, you get real dumb when you start liking somebody. And I'm going to need you to stop doing that. Okay? But Gemini, that's been your reading. I hope it helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below the video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, Gemini.